Hey everyone, this is Jim Hackenberg with Orange Whip Golf and Fitness. Today I've got Stan Utley, PGA member, PGA Tour winner, and short game expert. He's going to give me a putting lesson. We're going to use the Orange Whip putter blade. Stan, tell us a little bit about this putter blade that we developed together.
So, just like all your other products, Jim, I think the genius is in the shaft. And because you've designed this club with a counterweight so you can feel the top end, and the shaft is soft, you learn to load and unload the club head. And where that applies is when you're putting particularly, you need the club head to swing freely, and you got to be careful not to be dragging the grip. And when I do my clinics, giving a lesson, I like to tell people, as much as it might sound complicated, there's three aspects I'm trying to get you to understand. That's called shape, sequence, and force. So let me watch you hit a putt, and we'll analyze your shape, sequence, and force.
Okay.
So that was a pretty solid stroke, but here's what I look at in shape. Shape is the fact that the shaft hangs on about a 70-degree angle in putting. So I want to swing this club on plane on a 70-degree angle. You notice I did not swing the club head straight back. That would not be on plane.
Correct.
So a putting stroke is a baby arc. If you see me stroke this head, it's swinging on a little curve. It's not swinging straight. Sequence is, I like to say, from the putter head up, things move less. So the best way to get a feel for that is they band anchor putting. So if you could just swing the club with your arm joints and get the head to swing and the grip end to stay still, that would be sequence. And then force really has to do with allowing gravity to swing the club for you. Gravity pulls things downhill. Well, the fact is, if I had a pendulum and I'm letting it drop freely, the acceleration of this club head is zero at the bottom. And the most acceleration would happen at the drop because it's steepest here. So when I watched your putting stroke, you set up nicely, your swing path was good, so you had the shape. Your sequence got a little off, and your force got a little off because right through impact, you drove the grip out away from you down the target line.
Now, was that because I'm trying to guide it, or what would be the main reason people...
We all have styles, and I know I have people come see me, and I can tell that they're trying to accelerate through the ball. And I realized that they were taught that, they read that in a magazine. I'm not saying that can't work, but it sure doesn't look like Patrick Cantley's been putting lately.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like Ricky Fowler when he putted great. It doesn't look like Jordan Spieth when he putts great. What they all do is they swing back big enough and free enough that gravity follows the club. They actually look like they don't follow through much. Well, it's just because at zero acceleration, the ball interrupts the stroke quite a bit. So they're not trying to force their way through the putt. They're just letting the speed of the putter speed up early, and then it dumps into the ball or coasts into the ball, and then it strokes over. So here's what we're going to do for your sequence. I want you to belly putt. Okay, swing the putter back with your joints. So you moved your body.
Okay.
Watch, I'm not going to move my body. I'm going to let my right elbow absorb back at my shoulder joint. Now go through with your left elbow shoulder joint. So that would be kind of weird for you because your hands are used to driving forward.
Yep.
So I like to joke, they didn't ban grip dragging. They banned anchoring. We should make a note, if they banned anchoring, we should try to do that.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that's part of our design, is that counterweight to allow it to almost like you're anchoring because of that heavy weight at the end of it.
So because you learned to load and unload the club with the Orange Whip putter, if you push through, you see it didn't really kick till over there. If you unload the club after you hit the ball, you didn't use the club properly. They designed shafts that are not straight bored steel shafts so that they can kick for you. So if your technique kicks it after the hit, that's not a good thing.
That's right.
So let's see you take this
Okay.
Orange Whip putter. Try to feel like you're keeping the orange ball more centered, particularly after the hit. Let the shaft kick for you. You're going to get better energy and better force on the bottom earlier in the downstroke. Let's see you hit a putt.
And I can feel it so much more with the flexible shaft. I can feel the load and the unload. And if I pull it.
You know what my students say when they try this putter? They always ask me, is it legal? Because everybody putts better, particularly their lag putts with the Orange Whip putter blade.
All right, ready?
So let it load and unload earlier. So then your counterweight pointed back in the middle instead of pointed over there. So your club released and you had much better energy on the ball.
And I could feel that, almost like I delivered a blow to it, but it allowed it.
And the first thing that happens is, okay, you hit that ball with way more speed. Well, that's because your force became more efficient, and when you become more efficient, you don't have to work so hard to get it up to speed. That's a good thing in the end.
Very much. So basically, to start off, once I get a feel for this, where I'm letting it load and unload so the dead weight will connect the ball, would you just repeat that over and over till you really get the sensation of it and the comfort of it?
I just, once you have this putter and you get that little drill going, then it's just a matter of free swinging it big enough that gravity speeds it up whatever you need to at the ball. And I think if you're home working on this, you can't practice lag putting enough, because ultimately it's only inside about 8 feet that we're any good at making them anyway. So I call good putts when the next putt's easy. So work on your lag putt so your next putt's easy. Your score will go down.
Awesome.
I think that's a good lesson there, Jim.
Wonderful. Thank you, Stan.
All right, thank you.
Get ready for golf. Orange Whip Golf. You got to feel it.